Welcome back. Once again, adventurers, let's play BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. In the last episode, Rachel Alucard threw down quite the showdown with Ragnar the Blood Edge, but at the 11th hour expressed some forlorn sympathy for him at the ordeal which grips, well, them all. But once again, events have reset themselves, and once again, Rachel Alucard is forced to repeat the repetition that has been plaguing the world of BlazBlue Calamity Trigger for longer than we dare count. But speaking of events, we are now back in Kagutsuchi with the vigilante Carl Clover, the marionette Nox Lictoris Nirvana, and the very bored-looking Rachel Alucard and her angry familiars. And the reason being is that this time, after his defeat, it is time for us to teach him a lesson in manners, shall we say. So that is exactly what we are going to do.
You are still in rather dire need of manners.
Seems like Rachel is intent on dragging this out a little bit further now.
Perhaps you would like to beg for mercy. Is that what you would like to do, you spoiled brat?
Bit of pot calling the kettle black there, but you're not wrong, Rachel. And of course, Carl is more than a little worse aware in the situation. Of course, if his control over Nirvana is still unaffected, this could be an interesting bout.
How shall I punish you?
You have no idea what the princess is capable of.
You're not as sadistic as Rachel can be, Nago, but you are pretty darn close.
Halt right there!
But of course, dealing with one vigilante will inevitably bring in another, it seems.
A man of love and justice, Bang Shishigami arrives!
Right on cue. And,
I have been watching from afar, but how can you lay a finger on a man who is already down? And you call yourself a warrior?
She is not a warrior, Bang Shishigami. She is a vampire.
That young man is my cute little disciple. I, Bang Shishigami, cannot overlook this.
This is certainly turning out to be a rather interesting turn of events. A rather quaint little distraction.
Who?
I just said I'm Bang Shishigami!
Hate to break it to you, Bang, but you are going to be in for the Rachel Alucard treatment.
This matter does not concern you. I suggest you leave.
But I just told you that boy is my apprentice!
You will excuse me if I find it difficult to believe this unsullied child would associate with a man such as yourself.
Cutting it very fine there, Rachel.
That's not true. He's also a vigilante like myself. Besides, the kinds of fights vigilantes get involved in are very limited. Which leads me to believe that you have done something terrible. You cannot fool me with your appearance.
Oh, Bang Shishigami, you have no idea what's in store for you.
Now, fight fair and square.
As you wish.
Nago, Gi, let's go.
Or not, as the case may be.
Alrighty.
Then again, we can just teleport, so, why not?
Milady, are we just leaving him?
Probably.
You have failed to pique my curiosity, and I do not much care for sweaty men.
So you choose to run? You coward!
This conversation is over. Now we're going to jump from here straight to the cauldron.
It's a rather quick leap, though saying that out loud may not be such a good idea.
I won't let you!
Something tells me that things didn't quite turn out the way that Rachel had hoped. Seems like we have a stowaway on board the teleportation train.
Oh dear. What is this place?
Well, Bang Shishigami somehow managed to pluck Rachel Alucard into Ronin Guy
Looks like we messed up.
on account of a certain ninja.
Oh dear. It would seem we are not where we should be. You disgust me.
Oh, please!
What am I doing here? Could this be the warp I've heard about?
You mean teleportation?
In my years of rigorous training, I never would have imagined I would get to see this day, to experience a space-time jump with my very own eyes.
Jumping through space, one thing. Jumping through time, Well, let me put it this way. If Rachel Alucard could literally jump through time, she wouldn't be stuck in a time loop, like everyone else.
What?
And now it is time to depart.
Don't tell me. Are you the one who did this? Could you be a top-class vigilante?
Rather curious to refer to Rachel Alucard as a vigilante, but if the shoe fits...
It is almost unbelievable that a small child such as yourself can be a true master of the art. However, the saying does go, don't judge a book by its cover.
As you were doing when you first met?
Then, could she be the descendant of a master?
That is actually pretty spot on the truth there.
It's possible. If she's been trained by masters from a young age, then it's entirely possible.
Then again, you are kind of on the right track, and then again, kind of not. Seems like Bang is going to try this again.
Oh, I suppose your departure was too much to hope for.
I humbly apologize for my impudence earlier. Although I was unaware of who you were, my attitude was inexcusable.
Technically speaking, you are still unaware of who she is.
Guy, I require more crumpets.
And ignored.
Roger that!
The perfect atmosphere for a nap, no?
But I must question what you were doing to my cute little disciple.
I don't think she's following the conversation anymore, Shishigami.
Perhaps he insulted you in some manner? Nonetheless, that could be a youthful mistake, and it was by no means his true intent. That is what I would like to believe.
If only you'd behaved this way earlier. Unfortunately, it's too little too late.
Guy, would you be so kind as to adjust the mirror upward? You said it! Too high. Sorry. I'm afraid that is insufficient. Your punishment will be forthcoming.
How ominous.
That's too much.
Which is why, no matter how good of an education you receive, or how well off your family is, you cannot look down on others.
Your words would unfortunately be better served elsewhere, Bang Shishigami.
Not to mention, both you and Carl are but children. You must not resolve your differences with your fists.
Milady, it hurts! It hurts! No more, please!
And Nago taking a cat nap, it seems.
And that's the case. Do you understand?
Sorry, I interrupted Bang there, but in all fairness, Rachel wasn't even paying attention to him, so yeah. I take a moment to consider what the creature has said. Once again, pot, kettle. If I remember correctly, this man too carries a Nox Nectoris. Wait, the giant nail on the back that he's carrying? Is that nail a Nox Nectoris? I would very much like to simply ignore the pestilent creature in front of me and attend to other more important matters, but if he was chosen by a Nox-class weapon, then he too must have an important role to play. Interesting, I never would have suspected that Bang Shishigami would be in possession of a Nox Nectoris.
You.
Although, Rachel isn't exactly jumping for joy over this prospect.
What is it?
Then again.
Huh?
Okay, looks like we're just jumping straight into the fight. Rachel Alucard versus Bang Shishigami. Hopefully I don't do too terribly in this, because as much of a lunkhead as Bang Shishigami can be, he is skilled in the martial arts.
The wheel of fate is turning.
Hopefully we can deal with him in due course.
Rebel. 1. Action!
Let's do this.
Don't come near me.
That's the best you got.
Nope.
Don't come near me.
Not quite.
Sword Iris.
Wrong place at the wrong time, eh, Bang Shishigami? Nope.
Counter.
Ooh! Double counter. Oh, well.
This is a new kill.
Time to actually deal with Mr. Shishigami.
Sword Iris.
How about a friend? A frog.
Pulverizing fist.
Softly.
And a flying pumpkin.
Not good.
Wait for Sylphie to charge and
I'm back for more.
ooh!
I'm back for more.
Sword Iris.
Ooh, and just barely managed to avoid the lightning there.
How can this be?
How can this be indeed?
This is a new kill.
Time for more lightning. And I love how Nago transforms into a vampire cloak. That might actually finish him off. Okay, I did not intend for that to happen, but, well, apparently it did. Commiserations, and, barely lost a modicum of health, so...
I have no regrets.
That's, well, that makes you more of a ninja than I gave you credit for.
The only dangerous thing about you is your prodigious stench. Any fool armed with so much as a clothespin would have little trouble defeating you.
It's a good thing that he's unconscious, otherwise his pride would be shattered by that those words.
Nago, Gi, let us take our leave of this disgusting spectacle.
And away we go again. Let's hope this works.
You got it.
Lady, where are you going?
Very good question, Guy.
Let's see.
Well, can't hurt to find out.
Miss Lychee, let me handle this one.
Ah, Bang Shishigami, you poor naive fool. But, that's the last we'll see of him. For now, at any rate.
Oh dear. It would seem we are not where we should be. Perhaps it is due to this strange interference.
Yeah. Something is definitely playing havoc with Rachel Alucard's teleportation ability. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised if a certain spectre, who is green, that is delighting in this unexpected turn of affairs, but hiding somewhere in the ether, but that will be for another time. So when we return, adventurers, well, it appears we are in the depths of Kagutsuchi, and that is never a good sign. As always, adventurers, until next we meet.